Hey guys, sorry guys, sorry I'm coming to you guys this way. Please ignore my lips, they're breaking and I can't pull so hard. So that's why I'm leaving all this, because I still have a low hemoglobin. So that's why my lips are this way. Guys, I'm sorry I'm coming to you this way, but this wasn't the plan. I hope you can hear me, please. Okay, I will be fast as possible. I'll be brief. So guys, I know this wasn't the plan. Like, I planned a lot, but they say man propose, God dispose, something like that. It is well. Okay, first of all, I got pregnant and I actually planned a lot. I filmed a lot of video right from day one, from the pregnancy, life tests and all that. A lot of them. Some I have edited and uploaded, privated, waiting for the right time to make them public, while some I haven't. Right? So why am I saying this? Because I know I need to explain. Okay? Since I've not been uploading anything about pregnancy, I need to explain why it's that way. And during the process of those videos, I know I said at some point I said why, I told you guys why I will not be making the pregnancy public until I put to bed or until I got to my third trimester. Okay, in that video I pleaded for you guys to bear with me, maybe when you see the video and notice that I've put to bed and all that. And the first reason I gave was that, as usual, low sugar, which they told me, and this wasn't the first time I'm experiencing that. Okay, after the low sugar, the next one was low hemoglobin, which was actually the first time. Like, how can I have shortage of blood? Anyway, all this was happening in the first trimester when they were diagnosing all this, and the next one that hit us then was the COVID-19, when we all tested positive. All this happened during my first trimester. So it made me to take that decision, to take my time and go through the process of this pregnancy, then document the process, and at the end I will now come out public. So in August, that was on August 29th, it was on Sunday, and so then I was 33 weeks gone, 33 weeks plus 4 days. It was just remaining 4 more weeks for me to be 38 weeks and hold my baby. So on that Sunday, it was a normal day. I even had an appointment in the night, that same day. Okay, first of all, I went to work. Everything was fine. I drove back home. Baby was fine. In the night, we were outside around 8 p.m. The baby was kicking. Even my second daughter noticed. Okay, please, in case you don't know me, sorry, this video is just here and there. In case you don't know me, I have 2 children already. I have 2 beautiful girls, and this could have been our 3rd child and also our first son, but we lost him. Okay, so that Sunday night, when the baby was kicking, my second daughter even called that to my husband, said, daddy, baby's kicking mommy. We all joked and laughed. After a few minutes, I got a call for my appointment from my doctor because since this COVID-19 in Qatar, getting a face-to-face appointments is always hard. So it's been on telephone and all that, which is one of the downside of being pregnant in the pandemic or during the pandemic, and it's one of the reasons that led to what happened to me. But I don't have any reason to question God. Okay. So after speaking with my doctor that night, I went some shopping. Guys, everything was still okay. But after some time, when I was at home, I noticed, okay, my husband dropped us off at home and went back to work because he works at night. And so we are at home alone. I noticed a pain below my abdomen, okay? It was sharp and like it made me, I couldn't stand up straight. At first, I didn't see it as anything. I said, okay, maybe because, I worked for some time for that day. Like I walked, like walking around, and I needed to rest. I entered the bathroom, had my bath, and I went to lie down on the bed, okay? So when I went to lie down on the bed, the pain intensified, like it increased, which was not normal. But I thought, okay, maybe baby is trying to, I don't know how to, maybe the baby is stuck somewhere or trying to turn, and that is why I'm having that pain. But I noticed at the same time that when I want to turn on the bed, it became difficult for me to turn. The baby was not moving with me again. I don't know if you understand it, because when the baby is active, when you are turning, the baby will be moving. But this one, when I was trying to turn, the baby will be one position and I will be the one pushing my stomach to the other end, and it was so painful. Nobody was at home, so I just made a call to my husband, voice notes, I can't even remember. I just told him, I don't know what is happening to me. I don't know what is happening to me. And even when I was telling him that, I didn't know it was something serious. But I just told him that I was on the bed, but I couldn't move. So he told me I should call ambulance immediately. So immediately I started vomiting on that bed, but I was able to, help myself and vomit on the floor. I called ambulance immediately, but I couldn't speak. When I called them, I think for 27 seconds, it's now before making this video, just going through, the things that happened that day. I started recollecting everything, okay? So I called them and I couldn't speak. I ended the call, and thank God for them, they called me back. Even when they called me back, I did not answer them. I couldn't answer them because I was already feeling suffocated. I couldn't breathe. It was like I was fainting then. They called like 3 times. So when they called the 3rd time, I managed to pick. I was speaking. When ambulance called you, the first thing they will ask you, what is wrong with you? So I told them I'm pregnant. They asked me my building number. I managed to tell them my building, my zone, my floor number. So they told me someone is coming, that people are coming. So while they are, they will not end the call. They will like you to still stay on the phone. So they were telling me to, stay in a position I can push baby and all that. I was just telling them, I'm not in labor. I'm only 33 weeks pregnant. I'm not in labor. I'm just feeling pain on my abdomen. So, luckily enough, my husband arrived. Before he arrived, the ambulance was already in our building. He brought them upstairs and They couldn't do anything. They were checking my sugar, doing punching, doing. I don't even know what was going on, but a lot of people were there in our room that night. A lot of them. So I noticed I was sweating too much. They increased the AC, turned on every fan facing my direction. No way. So they encouraged me to follow them to the hospital, but I couldn't stand. They did everything possible. If I stand, I fall back on the bed. Guys, anyway, let me not bore you guys with all the stories. Finally, they got more people and brought up a wheelchair to our room and took me downstairs with the help of the wheelchair. I couldn't walk, okay? Please, I am also telling this story because I know a lot of people saw me when I was pregnant, although I didn't make it public, like coming to my channel to say it, but a lot of people knew I was pregnant, and I don't want anybody to ask me questions, okay? And that is why I'm still at the hospital. I'm doing this. I would like to move on if possible. So I want to lay this off my chest and move on, okay? So that is why I am doing this. That is why I didn't even want to do this here, but I have to say this story and move on. Okay, so guys, when we got to the hospital around 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. Sunday. That's Monday morning now. So immediately they ran some scan. They did different kinds of scan that night on me with different kind of machines, guys. But they could not see the heartbeat of the baby anymore. That was when they said the baby is already dead in the stomach. So he already died before we got to the hospital, right? Had it been that appointment I spoke with the doctor around after 8 was a face-to-face consultation, maybe it would have been noticed, but because it was over the telephone, we assumed the baby was okay. So they said the baby is no longer breathing. Therefore, I was the baby. The reason is that there was a placenta separation. The baby separated from the placenta. The placenta separated from the uterus, something like that, guys. So the baby separated from the placenta, and there was an abruption of placenta. So this placenta abruption means that the placenta is in pieces, like it's in shambles, okay? That is what it means. It's no longer together. You know the way placenta used to be together when you give birth to a baby, but mine was already destroyed in the stomach, and it led to me having a blood clots inside my stomach. And thankfully, I didn't start bleeding internally then, but I started bleeding. External bleeding started because of the placenta abruption. There was blood clots, there was fluids in my stomach. So remember, I had low blood before, low hemoglobin, and I now started bleeding. The baby was still in my stomach, so it's now it now gave birth to a double complication and high risk for me. So from that Monday, which was 30th of August, till Tuesday, I was in the labor room. I was not having any labor. I was no labor, no contraction. They were checking me. They were doing everything possible, trying to, but I wasn't induced. So because according to them, it's high risk and all that. So they just wanted me to fall into labor by myself, which wasn't forthcoming. I stayed there from that Monday till Tuesday. They were checking me. The least I could dilate was 4 centimeters. Nothing was happening, and I was bleeding. So that was when they plugged all the In fact, I don't know if I snapped. God, they plugged so many things, catheter for me to be using to urinate because I couldn't walk around because they don't want me to lose so much blood. I was also receiving some units of blood from Monday till Thursday. I received 5 units of blood before and during the cesarean. Okay, so guys, I don't even know how this story is going, whether I'm making sense. But then Tuesday, when I couldn't dilate any longer, they gave me, after giving me some epidural for pains and all that, they now decided that we don't have any other option because the doctor said they just want to exhaust, they just want to exhaust all their options. Then cesarean would be the last, since the baby is already dead. But I know what I went through. I know the pain I went through. I was even begging them to take the baby out because I was feeling so much pain. At that point, my life was just what was important to me. I told them to remove the baby. I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. What is the point of having a dead baby in me? Okay. Guys, I'm sorry. So they said no. They insisted that they're not going to do any operation until they are sure that maybe the baby is no. But the baby was head down already. It's already 33 weeks. The baby's head was down, but because there was no movement, nothing to. It's the baby that makes the word to contract during labor when they try to push themselves out. But this one has no life in him, so he couldn't do anything, and that's why there was no labor, no contraction. Thank God that after so many delay and all that, around 9 p.m. on Tuesday, they took me to the theater where I was operated on. This is my first surgery. All my children have been giving birth normally to my children, normal delivery, but this is my first cesarean and there was no baby to accompany it. Okay, so they did the cesarean on Tuesday night, but I still had so many complications because I was receiving blood transfusions. I had what is it called again? Reaction. I had the reaction after the procedure. So many of them, and I'm still battling with one, which is cough now. They said it's reaction from anesthesia also. Anyway, guys, enough of the long story. I don't want to tell too much, okay? But in summary, I thank God for my life. I thank God for my life. I really, really do. Because the nurses, when I try to complain, of my breast and everything, the nurses will tell me not to complain. That, do I know the doctors here? They were saying it's a big miracle that I came out. And the doctors here, not like maybe it's in Nigeria, we say they are religious fanatics or something. But for the doctors to acknowledge God in my case and acknowledge that I came out, I survived this situation. There was many complications, guys. There was many complications, which I may not say all in this video. Okay? But these doctors acknowledged God and acknowledged that it was a miracle for me to live. I really thank God that I'm alive today, okay? I thank God. I do. Okay, so guys, this is September 4th, sorry. This is Saturday, which is going to be 1 week. I came here tomorrow. Sunday is going to be 1 week. I've not seen my children, only on phone and all that, but it's okay, it's fine. I'm recovering, I'm getting better. And that's why I just want to make this video here at this hospital, because I want to leave everything behind and go home. Okay? So that is it for now, and I hope I get discharged, sha. Maybe tomorrow. I just hope I get discharged. What's this noise? So I just hope I get discharged tomorrow, because today they tested my blood level again and said it is low. That is one issue I know that is holding me here at the hospital. This low hemoglobin. I don't know how I would be this anemic. Like, this is the first time. So guys, I just want to tell you guys how we lost our son. Yes, it is well. I know that so many people are passing through a lot. My own is a small case, okay? But as long as there is life, there is hope. God, who kept me alive today, kept me for a reason. For my wonderful family, my lovely husband, my wonderful kids, for my loved ones, my relations, those that love me genuinely. God kept me, okay? That is one thing I'm most grateful to God about. Yes, it's not even about the loss, but sometimes it's not so easy. It's not so easy. It's easier to advise others, right? It's easier to advise others. It's not easy. We are humans, so we still feel that human part. We still feel it. But in all, I'm grateful to God, okay? I'm grateful. I thank God, and because I know He knows why it happened this way. I can't even question Him. He knows why this baby had to go. Guys, thank you for watching, okay? And I hope I will not cry again because of this issue. Yeah, never again. This will be the end, okay? Thank you for watching, and definitely when I leave the hospital, I will let you guys know. Okay, when I leave the hospital, I will let you guys, I will keep you guys updates, my recovering process and all. Thank you. Bye.